I love when there's a pattern paper that just calls your name and has the perfect colors for a set of photos. Hi everyone, I'm Jana.eubank, and today I'm creating a layout using the December 2024 Hip Kits. I'm starting off with this paper that's called Winter Sky. It's got this light blue ombre snowflake pattern in the background, and then this adorable, colorful border of pine trees across the bottom. Now, I had these photos with my kids sledding, and two of my daughters are wearing pink and green. And so I was really excited about this paper because those colorful trees are just going to match their snow gear perfectly. Now I went ahead and trimmed down that Winter Sky paper slightly because I wanted to add a cardstock frame around it. I am using the Evergreen color because I wanted to highlight that green and really showcase that since it's a color that shows up in my kids' snow gear. I also wanted to add a row of snowbanks across the bottom of these pine trees, and I thought it would be really fun to use the Scalloped Arch die from December 2024 to do this. I cut it out twice from white cardstock, and now I'm just using a blending brush and some light blue ink to add a frosty or icy touch to the top of these scallops. There's a second row of scallops on this die, and so I just tucked my scratch paper into those scallops so that I could go ahead and ink up the tops of those lower scallops as well. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this paper to my background, and then I'll add that border across the bottom and then just cut the edges flush with the sides of that Winter Sky paper. At first, I adhered that border all the way flush to the bottom of the page, but I will come back later and move it up to show a bit of that green across the bottom as well. Now, my idea for this page is to have my larger photo of my oldest daughter off to the right, and then my younger three kids in this photo strip. This photo strip comes from the Pocket Life kit, and it's perfect for this layout because it has 3 squares. And so I decided to cut out the openings of that and place my 3 smaller photos behind that strip. Next, I'm going to add my daughter's photo, my largest photo, onto some cardstock just to make that pop a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Cupid pink cardstock, and then I will layer that up with a second layer of the Evergreen so that it ties in with the green border around the edge of the layout. The photo strip is in a blue color, which is great for a snow page, but it was kind of blending into the background, which is also blue. So I wanted to add some more pattern paper or colored cardstock strips behind this strip to help it pop a little bit more. I'm going to flip through the pattern papers and my scraps that are over off to the side and see what I might want to use. My first layer I'm going to place behind this photo strip is this pink diamond paper. I think it's so pretty with these floral diamonds on it, and I think that's really nice. I'm also going to add a bit of a strip of sweater paper, and then I'll go over to the cardstock kit and get another scrap of that Evergreen cardstock paper, but I'm going to flip it over to the snowflake pattern side and cut a piece of that to go behind the left side of the photo strip. Whenever I'm designing a scrapbook layout, I like to look for opportunities to bring in different textures, and a photo strip is perfect for this. Because it's a tall, skinny layer, it's nice to break it up a little bit with something like a border sticker or some accents or die cuts or something like that. In this case, I decided to wrap around this photo strip with a bit of white twine. It reminds me of fuzzy yarn and brings a cozy texture to this page. Next, I'm going to tuck this photo strip in behind the photo and also behind the snowbanks at the bottom of the layout. And now I'm ready to start embellishing. The next area I decided to work on was the title. I love creating titles, and I especially love it when I have some pre-made die cuts or foam stickers to create a title of my own. And that's what I'm going to do here today. I grabbed that dark purple December word from the main kit die cuts, and then the foam sticker had this holiday fun phrase. So these are, my kids were sledding in December, so I thought this would make a perfect title for this page. But also I love how colorful it is, and it brings in the purple color of my daughter's coat in the top photo, and then also that pink and green of the other snow gear. So it just matches perfectly. I pulled in the chipboard stickers and found this circle that says family time, and I'm going to place that in the top right left corner of the bottom photo. And now I have the clear epoxy stickers, and I'm just looking for some elements that might work here. At the bottom of these clear epoxy sticker sheet, there were these beautiful snowflake stickers, and I decided to scatter those around the title, just bringing in some additional color and punctuating that green, pink, and blue that is throughout the layout already. Next, I'm going to sift through the die cuts and look for some pieces. I found this adorable little snowman, and I thought he would be cute at the bottom of the page, tucked into the snowbanks. I'm also trying on a few other pieces. There was a row of houses there that I thought I might tuck in, but it was a little bit too bright for this layout, so I opted to leave those off. As I kept looking, I found these two snowflake die cuts, and I'm going to tuck those along the left edge of this snowflake or this photo strip. I'm going to add the family time circle to the center of the pink snowflake, and then I'll just tuck that blue snowflake in between the layers of the photo strip above it. Next, I'm looking for additional textures, so I'm looking through the Puffy stickers. I love their little tiny size, and I thought they might be fun to tuck around the snowflakes and also around the title. So I'm going to tuck this little snowman to the underneath the top edge of the pink snowflake. I'll pair him with a pine tree. I'm also going to add some of those little mini pine trees around the bottom of the foam title. My snowman at the bottom of the page had a bit of red in its scarf, and so I wanted to bring a bit of red or reddish color up to the top portion of the page. I found those two smaller star-shaped flowers, so I tucked those in around the title, and I'm going to repeat that same star-shaped flower at the bottom next to the snowman. I also found a few leaf branches. I have this one in pink. I'm also going to grab one in green, and I'm going to cut these apart and tuck these around the snowbank just to bring in some additional color around those flowers. I have a lot of large and medium elements on this page, so I went back to this puffy stickers to bring in some little tiny scattering elements. I found these tiny little hearts, and I thought they would be cute scattered around the title, so I tucked those in there. I'm also going to add in some silver dots from my stash to bring a bit of shine to both the top of the title and also to the blue snowflake on the left. And then I'll come back in with some stamps from the Pocket Life kit and stamp in some snowflakes just to complete those little tiny elements around the page. I do a couple more things off camera that you may want to notice in the closing shots just to complete this layout. I add some white cardstock journaling strips that I created on my computer just below that main photo, I'm also going to take a serrated tracing wheel and run it across a ruler or along a ruler on the left, top, and right edges just to give it some texture, almost make it look like it's been stitched without actually running it through a sewing machine. Again, these are the December 2024 hip kits from Hip Kit Club. You can find them at hipkits.net. If you'd like to receive 10% off your order, I have a code in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Thanks so much for crafting with me today. I will see you again soon.